Yeah, I think I'm doing okay. I don't know. Today was a hard day. It was yeah. Today was just one of those days. Yeah, he was convicted of capital M in Texas. I think I'm gonna need some mods, but I don't know how to do this mod stuff. Thank you, Brenda. I'm sorry to hear. Yeah, today was just crazy. Thank you. Yes, please. How do I do the mods? I don't know how to do mods. Let me try and figure this out. Oh, I'm so glad you're in because I know you've been a mod before. So, how do I do this? Oh, there we go. Yep, I've made your mod. Do you know what? Today was weird because I got on the plane and they was like, oh, we need to open the bag. And I was like, like, my husband's ashes are in there. And he was like, we really need to check it. So I was like, okay. And then I was like, okay, and then he opened it up, bless him. And when he opened it up, like, he came back to me and he was like, God bless James. And then I got on the plane and I had a panic attack on the plane. I had to calm myself down. And I was like, this is crazy. I'm from Kosovo. Yeah. Thank you, Faliminderit. I might mix this live Albanian and English. I don't know what you guys think. I know there's quite a lot of Albanian speaking people on here as well, so I'm gonna try my best to do both. But yeah, I was like, oh my god. I think she is asleep because she is in London right now and it's like 4:00 in the morning and I didn't want to bother her. So I was like, let me be brave and oh, New Zealand, hi. Yeah, I thought, let me be brave and try this by myself. I found a mod, so a moderator. So that made me happy. One that I recognized. And I was like, I'm gonna try to do this alone. Good morning. Oh, Guyana. Good morning. Guyana's afternoon. Sorry, evening. Good evening. Yeah. So, it's not been easy. I met my husband doing a research paper, my master's paper on the death row. And I messaged him. Okay, so you're in the same time zone as me right now. Yeah, I met my husband that way. I messaged him first, and then it's crazy because a lot of people don't realize that. People say, oh, you guys just married 2 weeks before the execution, and I'm like, I've known him for 2 years. We were supposed to get married last year, and they didn't let us get married until 2 weeks before his execution. Oh, bless you. I hope you have a good day at work. Do you know what? With the Dr. Phil interview, I feel like it did bring some traction, but it was... Oh, I missed Dallas. I just left Dallas. Oh, and I missed the hot weather. With Dr. Phil interview, it was like very last minute, so it did something, but I feel like James's case became very popular towards the end, closer to his execution date. But and that was very frustrating. That was super frustrating, and I feel like people were more focused on our relationship than his case. And that was frustrating because I kept telling everybody, like, our relationship is not going to get him a stay. Like, that's the most irrelevant thing ever. Like, you know. No, I'm not back in the UK. If I move right now, everybody will know where I am. He was in prison for 17 years. I don't know. I planning to come back to Texas. I love my Texas. That's the craziest thing, is that I love Texas so much. It's such a beautiful state, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I was a Southern girl back in, probably if I had another life before this, I truly believe I was a Southern belle. Sounds crazy, but I love Texas. Yeah. I'm open to answer questions. I'm like an open book sometimes. I'm too open sometimes, but like, I'm open to answer questions. It's just, there are certain questions, if I don't answer it, it's because I don't want to answer it. No, I haven't spoken to him. I messaged him, but I don't think I'll ever get a response from him, which is fine. I don't expect a response. Were you able to see him alone or only through a phone? So like the last 3 days we had a private booth, but obviously there was still glass before us. And other times, like, I don't know if anyone's ever seen pictures of how, like, how death row visitation looks like. Well, it's not even death row visitation because it's a visitation area. So, like, in Polensky unit, you have the visitation area. You've got one part where it's just loads of tables and chairs, and then on the other side, which is on the same room, is like booths. And these booths are not just for death row, they're also for inmates that are in segregation. So, but yeah, so they're like loads, like little cabins, and obviously they have the cages for where the inmates will go in, and then I'll be on the other side. I feel like I'm breaking out. This is crazy. I'm sorry. Do I have contact with this family? Not really. Which is okay. You're not supposed to have contact with everyone. No, I'm not back in the UK. I'm like, should I move? Because if I move right now, you guys will know where I am. Like, literally, it's the most noticeable place. Thank you so much. I hate those phones. I hate them with all my life. I am from Kosovo. No. Nope. Should I move? Should I give you guys, I'm being a bit, I'm childish, by the way. Like, I am very, very kiddish. You can't see. Yeah. Everyone knows this place. Yep. Hey. Hi. What's my occupation? Well, as of now, I'm an advocate, an activist for the death penalty. Oh, honey, it's that makeup. Oh, honey, it's that makeup. That good Sephora makeup. Oh, honey, it's that makeup. Oh, honey, it's that makeup. That good Sephora makeup. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, guys, some things are going fast, but so what I did, so this is the thing, I didn't work remotely. I just was lucky and blessed to get so much time off. And my workplace, they knew about my situation. So it helped. I'm so tired. I had a super early flight. Has he visited? No, he hasn't. It's so weird. He hasn't come to my dreams yet. I'm not a dreamer, and that's the thing. I rarely ever dream. Or is it just me? I don't know. I'm not a dreamer. I dream like rarely. And when I do dream, they are so vivid, which is so annoying. Guys, I'm gonna be honest. I am not going to be, it's just gonna be alone, me on this. Thank you, Lillian. Thank you. Thank you. Today, I went to see a play. And it actually had to do with somebody who was exonerated. He was on death row as well, wrongfully convicted. And the Fear of 13. And that was incredible. It had a similar story to James and I. What did I eat today? What did I eat today? I went out. I went out to lunch, dinner/lunch. I had mashed potato and salmon, and then I couldn't resist it. I could not resist some New York cola. Hey Shelby, I'm okay. I'm doing okay. The execution today, this is the thing, right? So like people, like there's people, I don't think people realize there's a death row community, and we all know what's going on between each other. Am I surprised about what happened to Edward Busby? No. Anything that falls under the Supreme Court is like, I don't even know. I can't even say rolling the dice, because you're more likely to get a 6-6 on the dice than to get the Supreme Court to get involved. Yeah, the Fifth Circuit tried to stop it, but people forget that no matter who tries to stop it, Texas will always appeal, like always appeal. So especially if it goes to the Supreme Court, yeah, you're in trouble. And now they've got, I believe, another four people to execute this year. I've got a feeling they're going to add a bit more. Do you know what's so annoying about Texas? Texas is such a beautiful state. I love it. So much land. I just love the sun. I love everything about Texas. But then the laws are questionable. I don't know. Yeah. And then I posted up, I think you guys saw it, I posted up about how, God blessed Texas, but the people that ruin it, and goodness me. The Lone Star Patriots, they cussed me. I think I've got so used to being cussed out. Like, it just goes whoosh, past my head. Like people are so easily rage baited. Is that the word, rage baited? Like, people are so easily triggered. It is wild. Like, it's like if you stand on 10 toes believing that you're right, and you're not, you are the truth and whatever, you would not be triggered so easy. And yeah, people get so triggered easy. Guys, can you please tell me, are people so easily triggered nowadays? Because it's like you can say one thing and people just, it's like a volcano waiting to erupt. And it's like, so people have become so sensitive. It's like the fact of like, I don't even understand it. Like, and I struggle with that because I'm a very straightforward person. Like, I say it as it is. And I've noticed to people, I'm just like the devil. I don't know. Like, people are just so easily triggered, especially, I don't know. It's scary sometimes, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, like, everybody's just so easily offended, or like, and the thing is, people are so sensitive, and this is what I've noticed the last couple of weeks, right? Not only are people so sensitive, they're so cruel. Like, damn, I'm not that old, but it wasn't like this when I was younger. I'm that kind of person. I just like to mind my own business. Like, if you want to go down Times Square and run around naked, that's not my business. As long as you don't harm me, and you don't harm yourself, that is not my business. You can do whatever you like to do. It's not going to trigger me. It's not going to do nothing to me. Like, just mind your business. Everybody's in everybody's business. Like, goodness me, like, I don't even understand it. And then one thing that annoys me so much is, it's my right, it's my right, it's my right. And I'm like, yeah, it's your right, but don't damn abuse it. Like, don't abuse your freedom of speech. Like, it's freedom of speech until it's no longer freedom of speech and you're just being a piece of crap. Oh gosh. Yeah, people just need to be more loving and minding their own business and drinking their own water. Like, so, do you know what it is? It's not that it's restricted by the law. It's just like I said, what is freedom of speech until it's no longer freedom of speech but just offense? That's the question that people need to kind of question themselves. Like, we have the freedom of speech, but what is freedom of speech up until the point that it's no longer freedom of speech, but you're just being offensive to somebody to hurt their feelings? Do you know what I mean? Or maybe I'm wrong for saying that, but it's like when I would do my human rights module in school, that was one question that we would always be asked. Like, up until what point is it no longer freedom of speech, but just offense? Like you have to understand, right? You have your right to have your belief, your religion, like, you whatever, as long as you're not hurting somebody and you're not hurting yourself. But freedom of speech doesn't mean you go and just cuss people out on social media because you feel like you can. Like, I'll be honest with you, I've been private for such a long time, and then being in platforms like this, it really, like, it makes me realize why a lot of people struggle once they are on social media. And it's like, I'm so glad in a way that I've got very thick skin. Like, you can't come for me. It's like, thank you. You can't come for me. Nothing will affect me. Like, literally, there's nothing. Like, if I've watched my husband be unalive before me, like, there's nothing that you can say to me that will change my mind. Like, that will make me cry. But some people, they're just so cruel. Like, the stuff I read sometimes, I'm just like, are you that sad? Like, it's not that deep, honestly. It's not by force and by power. Like, you have to come on here. Like, some people go, oh, here she is again. Well, okay, but it's not, you're not obligated. I promise you, nobody is obligated to stay here. Like, you still have the freedom to move on. Yes, 100%. Like, I hate it. I genuinely, like I say, I hate it when people just run with Google. Like, people don't realize Google is created in a way where people want you to see what they want you to see first, right? And social media. And it's like, it's not hard to do research. It's not hard to like, for example, my case with James, I would have respected people more if they said to me, hey, Tiana, this is what I'm hearing. What is the truth of the case? You know, and I've always been open. I would speak about it easy. Like, I don't hide anything about this case. I can't lie about the case because The case is a public case. If I lie, it will come out. So it's like I just hate it when people don't do proper research and they just like the news. Do you know what annoyed me so much about the news, right? And now I understand how news portals, they will do anything and everything, because honestly, being with James, you get so many people like journalists and all these people that contact you and they're like, oh, we want your story to be on there, and I used to hate it, I'll be honest with you. Hey Haley, yes, I've been meaning to message you, but I literally just sat down, so I will definitely reply back. Sorry, honey. And it's like I was I was around these journalists and they're like, we need to do this headline because this is the only way we can get the attention of the people. I'm like, okay. And then there was one particular news portal, and they had requested to interview James like 2 months prior, and we said no. And then when the co-defendant admission came out, he went on the news and he didn't say anything that we denied him for the 2 months until the admission came out. And then when the admission came out, he kept playing James's interview from 2008 and then saying he denied our interview. And I'm like, but we denied you 2 months ago and you didn't say anything for 2 months, but now with the admission, you're trying to make yourself look better because you are one of the people that interviewed him back in 2008. So it's like, and the thing is, people forget, like, these people, one thing I've realized about these people is that they know that not a lot of people will use their brain. And that's, I'm gonna keep it real. Not a lot of people use their brain to actually search up other people. I do. I am a researcher. Like, if I can find my husband's biological father with no name, no nothing, in the space of 2 weeks, you know I will find something on you. And it's like, I look at these, like the people that interviewed James in 2008, they all went to, oh, my flashlight died. They all went to church together. Like, they all knew each other together. Did you get what I'm saying? Like that's why I'm like, people just hear this 2008 interview, but they don't look at the facts behind how these interviews happened. And like, I literally have a suitcase full of legal work. Like, these news agents, you have to remember, they work with people inside. Like, they're all best friends. Like, they all go to church together. You, like... I really want that light to work. But it's died. Apologies. Yes, shqiptare. I want this light to work. There we go. It's gonna die in a second. Hold on, actually, I can make it work. But yeah, I don't know, guys. It's so corrupt. The whole thing is so corrupt. I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna get you to work now. Yeah, it's easier this way because genuinely, I don't have the time for this. If it works. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna be annoyed. That was pointless. Oh, don't start me with a Murdo case. Honestly, don't start me with that silly, stupid case. Like, don't get me started, because honestly, I will go on a tangent about it. Like, I watched his first ever, was it Netflix in documentary? Honestly, Like, I genuinely don't want to go on a tangent, because if I do, you guys will like be like, Tiana, shut up. Yeah, Netflix. Hey. Yeah, that Murdo case. And the only reason he's not coming out is because he has other financial, criminal, whatever. That's the only reason, but the other one's been overturned. So can you imagine if he didn't have the other convictions, he would be out right now. And I can't remember what state he was in. What state was Murdoch from? I think I'm trying to figure out if it was a death penalty case. A state, sorry. South Carolina. See, that's what I mean. South Carolina is a death penalty state. I think so. No, it is. It is a death penalty case state, right? So that's the craziest part. To be under the capital murder, you have to have more than one. You're meant to unalive more than one person, and this guy unalived more than one person. So why didn't he get the? Thank you. Emma taught me about this gifting stuff because I had no idea what they were. But thank you guys. Hey Sarah, I'm okay. I'm so confused, like, thank you. Peace and blessings to you too. So this is the thing people don't realize. When I did my death penalty training, right, it was very apparent based on the statistic that if you are from a minority or you end up with a public defense team, the chances of you going into the death penalty is very high, like super high, unless obviously you have like a case like Tana Horner who's pleaded guilty and he's like, listen, thank you, Tamara. I'm doing okay. Grief, sorry, I feel like I'm jumping from everywhere. Grief is a weird thing. Grief is super, super, super weird. Thank you. I swear to you, I don't understand grief sometimes. Thank you. I know. You today your job as a mod has been so easy. Well, let's not speak too soon, because you will always have that one person. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you. I'm doing okay. Thank you. I'm doing okay. Yeah, like, I'm a weird person when it comes to grief. Like, I will shut down. But then it will creep in. Like it did on the flight today. I don't know. I don't feel like there's a best way to deal with grief. It's weird. I'm a Leo. Thank you. Yep. In the good. Like, someone said to me, you've changed a lot since your husband's passing. Like, they said to me, you're just so much more mellow. I don't know. Like, I was always I was a clown all the time. I always joked around. And now I'm like, wherever the wind takes me. Yes, so I am planning to, like, the fight hasn't stopped. The fight hasn't stopped. Obviously, there's so much going on in the background. That's a good question. I don't know, like, obviously, I feel like I'm always going to be an advocate. I'm always going to be an activist. Oh, here we go. See, I told you we spoke too soon. I told you. Thank you. Yeah, it's we always when you can't speak, you can't. I don't put it like. At this point, I am on the hate list. Yeah, like I will always advocate for people. I'm always gonna advocate. Always, 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 especially for death row inmates and wrongful convictions. Obviously, the death row would be my core point because these people's lives are really at risk. But yeah. I love litigation. I love to debate. I had a nice day. I had an okay day. I can't lie. I had a nice day. I did have a nice day. I'll be honest. It was nice. I'm not gonna stay on for too long, but I live everywhere. I am everywhere. Thank you. I am Houdini. Or wherever I click. I'm joking. Sorry, guys. See, this is what I'm saying. I can't. This is why I have. Okay, honey, I'll message you. This is why I need to have Emma because she helps me filter my tongue. See, this is okay. I love this question for many reasons. How did you fall in love without touching? I'm not thinking because of I don't know the answer. I'm thinking because thank you so much. Do you know what? I love people that pray for each other. Like that's to pray for somebody, that is the best thing you could ever do. How do you fall? I want to know what people think. How when people ask how do you fall in love without touching, I need somebody to answer that. Because I feel like whatever I say is not gonna. If it comes from me, it's gonna come from a place of like people just gonna. They're just yes, thank you. If I say it, everybody's just gonna attack me because everybody's so fascinated about it. But all I can say is right. When you have a communication, listen, we've been in places where you've touched and that person still don't respect you, or it's lustful. Like the worst thing is to be loved or connected through a lust mentality. right? Because when you're in a lust mentality, you have to remember, after some time, that lust will run out, and now you're just left with each other, and the touch is not going to be enough, because you have to have that friendship foundation. And that's something that James and I was so big about, is having that friendship foundation. And because when you're arguing, when you're disagreeing with stuff, if you don't have that friendship foundation, and you just have this lustful foundation, it's not gonna hold. And I'm not even gonna lie, like, in the video that James speaks about me, yes, of course, who does not want to touch and have physical touch with their husband or partner? Like, who doesn't? But for us, when it came to communication, I'll be honest with you, out of all my relationships I've had, or like, that relationship was solid. Like, our disagreements wouldn't last more than 2 hours, and that's pushing it, because we would just drag it. Like, it's the communication skills that we had was wild. You would rarely hear us argue. Like, it's a beautiful feeling to build. Like, even on the outside, not for me, but like, even for the outside, for people, now I'm like, genuinely build that friendship connection, that mental connection, way before you touch them. Like, you will notice a big difference, and you will actually think more clearer. Because I'll be honest with you, when there's that physical relationship too early, your mind blurs. Like, you just build a soul tie with somebody that you barely know. And when I say barely know, I'm not talking about the same night like you met them, but I mean, like, you know, after some time, if you kind of like, you need to, all I'm trying to say is, now I understand why people say get to know somebody well before you take it further. Like, yeah. Kosovan. Yes. Like, when you have that mental friendship and then relationship, it's like that's a solid relationship. HMP, are you feeling okay? Some people, do you know what I realized? I'm jumping another topic now. Do you know what I've realized as well? Thank you so much, Amy. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Do you know what I realized? You know, when there is some sort of, hey, have I spoken to my family? Let me put it this way. I'm 31 years old, and I've only spent 10 years of my life with my family. That's it. I didn't grow up as your typical Kosovan, by the way. I'm not, like, I can speak the language. I know everything. Like, I can cook the Albanian Kosovan food. If you put me on the category of Kosovans, you can call me very patriotic in a way. But I grew up in care. I grew up in the care system. Thank you so much. Thank you. I have to say, us Kosovan girls are pretty. So, yes. Thank you. Humbly, I say that. But I grew up in the care system. I'm like Houdini. Like, I am everywhere, anywhere. I literally just, I am a whole cocktail of madness. And it's only my husband that was able to handle me. Thank you so much. Thank you. And sometimes being too real gets me in trouble. Thank you so much. Thank you. I had private time with him, but that's okay, thank you. You get private time with your people, but it's like, it's always going to be monitored. It's always going to be camera monitored. So, yeah. His name, like, honestly, at this point, it should be very logical, but sometimes. Thank you so much. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. Right? Okay, for the people, I don't know if I should do this, because I know a lot of people don't like talking about their age. Me, I just don't care. I'm just that kind of babe. Thank you. Please, someone tell me who's in their 30s. I feel like, apart from obviously losing my husband, that was the hardest part. But I feel like I'm thriving in my 30s, and I've only been in my 30s 5 minutes ago. Really? No, I feel like I look better in my 30s. I have more confidence in my 30s. Like that's what I'm saying. The only negative, like, I feel like life got better in my 30s, but I feel like the only thing that happened in my 30s that really hurt me was losing my husband. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm thriving. I love being an adult. How old do I feel? I'll be honest with you, I still feel 19, 20 mentally. And people are going to be like, oh, you need mental check. Yeah, but I'm not going to lie, I went into my 30s in New York. Like, for my 30th birthday, I fly out to New York all the time. And for my 30th, I was like, damn it, I'm doing a solo trip to New York. And I remember I panicked when I turned 30, because I was like, damn, my 20s were crazy. Yeah, but see, even if you have 2 under 2, like, I feel like, I know it's not easy, like, it's not easy, but sometimes I learned that sometimes you have to really go up, kind of like make extra effort for yourself, because you don't have enough time. I don't know, maybe who am I to speak? I don't have 2 under 2, but thank you. I'm a chatterbox. Guys, you guys need to tell me to shut up sometimes. No, I'm not in London. I'm not gonna lie, like, everyone at this point knows I'm a mum. But as much as I love being a mum, and that little girl is spoiled. Honestly, like, I don't even have to explain it to nobody. But, like, this girl messaged me, hey, Danny. Hey. This girl messaged me. She was like, well, I know you're going to be next to Sephora, so you know them Summer Friday lip glosses that you were talking about? Don't forget them. And I'm like, Jesus, this girl. Thank you. But one thing about me is, ever since I've ever been a mum, I've always ensured I have to be a little selfish with myself. That girl was too spoiled. Guys, you don't understand that girl, she's living her best life. This girl has been on so many holidays. She's now going on vacation for the summer. She's got 2 vacations in the space of a month. And it's like, thank you. Like, the kids will always come first. My daughter will always come first. Like, people don't understand. My daughter will always come first. That little girl is always going to be, like, I went to Sephora. But then this is the thing with my child, right? I'm so sorry. My daughter, I like to give her choice. So it's like, I went to Sephora and I wanted to get her stuff, but then I'm like, I can't do it unless I FaceTime her and it's too early to FaceTime her. So I'm just gonna have to wait till tomorrow when she wakes up and I FaceTime her and be like, can you please pick what you want? I don't like picking for my daughter because I like her to have the freedom of picking. So there's times where I make the choices, but when it comes to like fashion or like stuff that she likes, like her hobbies, I like for her to pick. I like to make my daughter independent. So I don't know, mothers, tell me, am I spoiling her? Am I doing something wrong? I don't know. Thank you, Akra. Sorry, I don't like calling people by, I like to call people by their names, but I'm so sorry, El Mexicana. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm so sorry. If you don't mind sharing your uncle's name. She's 9. Like, this is the first time I'm talking about her, but like, she's 9 years old and she has her style. She has her way, and I like for her to express, like, obviously my daughter knows we're not doing revealing, we're doing modest, but we're doing classy modest, not like, I'm not strict with it. Jody, thank you, Jody. Like, I'm not strict in terms of like, oh, you need to, she just knows, I've told her you can express how you want to dress and what you should, but I don't want it to be revealing and provocative. And like, I have the idea of, if you want to show skin, it's for the beach, not for the London streets, you know, not for Brick City. But at the same time, I like for her to express it, because I've seen myself as a woman, you have phases of stuff, and I would rather her go through these phases earlier than have to deal with it in adulthood. So it's like, I don't know, I've always been that kind of mom. Don't worry, don't, like, trust me, I'm a military mom. I'm a military mom. That girl is on a schedule even whilst I am wherever in the world. However, but yeah, I want her to express herself the right way. Like, she's on to stick-on nails. I swear to God, my apartment's full of stick-on nails under the sofa. Everywhere you go, you see little stick-on nails. And bless her, in the beginning, obviously, she's not allowed to wear them outside the house. That's one thing about me, like, express yourself in the house with stick-on nails. And she couldn't find her glue, and she improvised with blue tack, which was funny. But, and then she FaceTimed me, and she was like, and then she went and bought some, she did buy some stick-on, and she was figuring out how to do, yeah, nails. Roblox is banned in my household. I'll be honest with you, Roblox is banned. But, that's okay. Thank you, Bella. Roblox is banned. That thing is banned. That little girl does not give me problems. That's what I love about her. That little girl does not give me problems. She's such a nice child. The mornings, school runs, is like, I don't know who lets go of Satan from his shackles in the mornings. And then she's nice for the rest of the day. I don't know. Is morning school runs a problematic for people? She stays with her dad. And this is another thing a lot of people don't realize. Sorry, I feel like I'm asking questions, then I jump. This is the thing, people don't realize that even before the people found out about me and my husband's case, I always had this, we always had this agreement that, because I'm a full-time mum, like, I do majority of the stuff. So we always had this agreement that I go traveling at least once or twice a year, and that's my time to just be me. So before this came out there, and people was like, how can you leave your daughter? How can you neglect your daughter? People don't realize I've been traveling way before I even met James. Like, I'm a solo traveler. So I've always packed my bag and said to him, listen, I am taking time off. I need to be myself. I need to be Tiana. And because I've been doing this for 5-6 months straight, back to back to back. And now it's time for, let's swap over. Maybe I'm wrong for it. I don't know. It works for me. She gets a happy mom. And she's happy. I guess parenting does it differently. Thank you. She didn't meet James, not physically, no. James never wanted her to see him in that state. Is it lonely? Do you know what? It's not lonely, because I'm that kind of girl that I will go to. I just went to the theater and watched the play alone. Like, I'm that kind of woman that just, I call myself a girl, girl, same crap. But I'm that kind of person. I'll go to the movies alone. I will solo try. I will go to the beach alone. I am so comfortable to do things alone. No, James is not having a funeral. We're having a memorial tomorrow. But, yeah. James organized his memorial and the people he wanted there. See, that man is still... He's still got control, even from heaven. Yeah, like, see me, I'm very impulsive in terms of traveling. Like, I'm out. It's like a breath of fresh air. Yes, like, I find it super... See me, I've always been independent. So, I love being a mum. Oh, that's my favorite thing in the world, because she's my best friend. However, she also knows Mummy needs time to herself, because if I don't get that, it's just... Yeah. I like the idea of being able to pack my bags and go where the wind takes me, and when I can take her with me, she's coming with me. That girl's she's done Christmas in New York, she's been to Kosovo, she's been to Albania, she's been everywhere in Europe, and she's about to have a summer in Italy, and then a summer again. She's gonna come with me to away, and then she's going to Italy for the other half of her summer. So it's like, that girl was very well traveled. And this is the thing. Thank you, Giovanna. And this is the thing. Yes, Amy, you should definitely do it. Like, I forgot what I was saying. Sorry. Yeah, so this is what I've always taught my daughter, is I just want you to go travel the world. When you get older, finish school, do what you want to do, get a good job, and just go travel the world. Don't worry about boys. Don't worry. The world will never run out of boys. That's one thing for sure. I can promise you. But it's like, go and enjoy your life. Go and be safe. Don't harm anybody. Don't harm yourself. And just go enjoy the world. Because the world is beautiful. Like, I've been everywhere in the States. I've been from the East Coast, the West Coast, the South. Like, I've been everywhere. And I've learned so much. Meeting people is so incredible. I've been all over Europe by God's grace. Like, I have always been a traveling babe. And I prefer traveling solo. I'm that kind of person. I'm not going to lie. I'm that kind of person. I like to wake up early. I like to make use of my days. There will be a day where I'll just sleep in. But majority of the days, honey, I want to go to the beach. I want to go see stuff. I want to go experience stuff. So, I am a Christian. I am a Christian. I became a Christian in 2019. Yeah. And I feel like for mums it's important, because, or wives in general, wives and mums, because you're consistently taking care of a home and taking care of kids. And I think sometimes we're always busy with people around us. And I think it's always nice to enjoy silence. Yourself. I'm from Jilan. Yeah. I don't know. That's how I stay sane. Really? Oh, I'm sorry to hear. I used to have bad travel sickness, but I don't know, I grew out of it. And now, I have a question, because a lot of people tell me otherwise. I sleep in the plane? Like, as soon as, before we even take off, I'm already asleep, honey. Like, I am with the winds, the clouds. I'm already on the cloud before we get to the cloud. Like, I'm gone. Is it just me, or do people not sleep on the plane? Because a lot of people have told me they don't sleep. Thank you so much. Thank you. Pushing it, yeah. Honey, turbulence is like me being rocked to sleep. Like, turbulence rocks me to sleep like a child. I'm trying to feel better. Have you told the story of how you and James met? I haven't done a story on how James and I met. No, I haven't. I think... Oh. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. I haven't done a story, but yeah, I've met his family. James, it's very simple. I was doing my master's in international human rights law, finished my law degree, went to do my human rights law, and my paper was supposed to be on death row in Texas. And I got in contact with James. And what was supposed to be a very platonic friendship turned out to be a relationship months later. So, yeah. Was James family supportive of you going through this process? I don't know. We haven't discussed it. James and I, see, this is the thing. James and I were always private. We were never a secret. We were private people. So people knew we was in a relationship, but we kept we enjoyed that privacy that we had between each other. Here and there. That's what I will say. Like, people need to be reminded that James and I was not raised by our families. We were raised by other people. We were like, we both grew up in very unstable homes. So, yeah. I said this before. I think with James's, I don't know, like, James stood out. James stood out for me. And I said to people, with the picture that he had up, he looked like a Hispanic uncle. And I was just like, he just stood out to me. Like, I don't know. He just stood out to me. And I was like, let me contact him. And he wasn't too old. He was close to my age. He was 6 years older than me. So it was like, not too old, not too young. And then what he had written in his description just seemed like he was an easy person. Because this is the thing, I was so specific that I didn't want to message somebody that thought, oh Jesus, that wanted to have a relationship, like they thought that they were you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Like, I wanted to go for somebody that I knew wouldn't sit there and think, oh, let me try it with her, because I didn't want a relationship. This is the craziest part. I wish James was alive. Like, he would tell you. He told me straight up, I don't want a relationship. And I told him straight up, I don't want a relationship. Like, we're good. I'm good. I don't need you. And you don't need me. But talking every single day for 6 hours a day, me and him just got along. We were like two peas in a pod. Like, I don't know. It felt like I knew him all my life. Yeah. We were just a chilled out couple. What's WAP? Am I being stupid? 2 years. We were together for 2 years. What's WAP? What is WAP? Am I being dumb? Oh, okay. I was a WAP then. Sorry. I'm so bad with abbreviations. I apologize in advance. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Never mind. I just realized I was gonna say I'm a WAP wife, but I don't know. People see that something different. I don't know. Let me just shut up. Be quiet, Tiana. Thank you. Yeah. This light does not like me. Oh. How was visitation? In general, visitation with James and I were hilarious. I wish people were able to experience James and I. What was the initial reason you got in contact with him and how? My initial reason was because I was doing a paper on death row in Texas. What's my next steps? I am aiming to clear his name. Because there's enough evidence to clear his name. And one thing about it is once you, thank you. I don't know, that final day was horrendous. Yeah, so generally you're easier to exonerate somebody after they get unalived by a state than whilst they're alive. So we're doing that now. We're in the process. There's more than enough evidence to show that he was, yeah. Oh, it's so annoying. I've got this Katy Perry song in my head. What was our relationships like? Our conversation. I love this unknown from the south. Stay unknown, please. What was our conversations like? I'm trying to remember. We spoke about music. Our conversations were just like basic friendship conversations. It was like basic friendship conversations, music, just getting to know each other, speaking about law, my masters, just kind of like, they were just so easy conversations, like very easy conversations. We spoke about everything. Like, we spoke about, you guys can mention the topic on there, and honestly, I would tell you that we spoke about it. Like, we spoke about everything. What point did you guys know you were in love? We had a hypothetical about me one day ending up in a relationship whilst we were friends and how we felt about it, or him having a relationship, and very quickly we both realized that we don't like the idea of that. And then yeah, sorry guys, I feel like I keep mentioning it 100 times how we started speaking, but yeah, I contacted him when I was doing my master's in international human rights law, and my paper was on death row in Texas. And then yeah, I contacted him, and yeah, and then he ends up being 2 years later. Not 2 years later, because we were together for 2 years. So yeah, that was my best friend. I miss him. I could talk to him about everything. Yeah, so people don't realize I was studying the death penalty I used to watch, like, I can go back to BBC Death Row, like, back in the day Death Row. Like, I remember watching an interview of Anthony Haynes, and that was before I even was pregnant with my daughter. So it's like, it goes back past 2017. Did I ever think that I would be in a relationship? No. Are you planning on remarrying in the future? No. I intend to always be Miss Broadnax. I don't see myself, I don't see myself finding somebody that can top up James. Like, I haven't been in Kosovo for 9 years. Yeah, like, I don't feel like I can find... I'm gonna always be looking for my husband in somebody else, and that's why I just don't feel like it's healthy for me to even find anyone else. I feel like I'm always gonna be... I haven't been in touch with my family for many years. Yeah. My daughter right now is planning to go on vacation. And she has requested that I get her Summer Fridays lip gloss. And Miniso, My Melody toys. And what else? She's sent me a list. So that's the status of my daughter. Spoiled. And blessed. I don't know what people expect me to say. Yes, I was able to be in the room with him. No. Do you know what? Funny enough, she still hasn't got to P. Louise level yet. Hi, Royalty. She hasn't got to P. Louise yet. She hasn't mentioned it. She is into, and I think it's because of me, she goes through my... I could never be prepared. Yes, she did, yeah. God, I'm not gonna lie, I'm too terrified to get people to join in. Guys, I don't know, moderator, do you think I should join somebody in the conversation? Somebody help me. This is new to me. This is why I need Emma. Okay, no. Thank you, guys. I do live with my daughter. What are you talking? My daughter's in my own apartment right now. My daughter is in my apartment right now. Like, my daughter's always lived with me. My daughter's... you can ask it by typing it. And I'll answer. Like I'm doing everyone. He was in death row for 17 years. Are you ever allowed to... No. Oh my God, it's getting a bit crazy. Thank you, guys. Thank you, because this is so new to me. I'm trying to... Thank you. I'm not in Texas. But you're welcome. Do you know what, Royalty? My child has been like a big topic. Okay. Thank you, Emma. It reached the media because, I'll be honest with you, right? It reached the media because the Times did an interview, and then they went off and wrote wherever they felt like writing, and then they found out that I had a daughter, which was so sad, bad of them, and then they turned around and told them where I'm from, which was crazy. So yeah. And then obviously I did an interview with this morning in London. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Oh, Albanian reporters have tried to contact me, but I don't. I feel like I'm opening a big jar of worms if I work. Is it work? No, if I do interviews with Albanian reporters. Like nothing against them, but if I am seeing some names on here from like old school, and yeah, hi guys. I would be opening a can of worms. I'm paying attention to this and I'm talking at the same time. Poor Dime Folschip. I'm opening a can of worms if I do interviews with Albanian reporters. And this is the thing, right? My Albanian is good, but not to the criminal law level good, where I didn't even know how to say co-defendant in Albanian. Like, how do you say co-defendant in Albanian? And then I didn't know that DNA was Ardana. Like, yeah, so it just, yeah. That's the problem. It's just I don't know how to explain it. Partneri krimet. Is it? I don't know. Yeah. But someone told me it was something different. Someone said it was bashpuntor. I don't know. I'll probably butcher it in Albanian. Like, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Do I speak Albanian? Yes, I speak Albanian. But it's my Albanian's all over the place sometimes. And I can promise you my Albanian is not posh Albanian. Like, I speak like a typical Kosovan. Like, I'm trying to... Someone's asking if I could speak in Albanian. I just don't... Thank you, Olivia. Thank you. I definitely will be getting my, well, justice for him. I don't know. Everybody likes to... I think people... thank you, Julia. I think people are so fascinated with the fact that I have a daughter. Like, everybody has kids anytime. Thank you. I'm doing okay. As much as I can be. I take it day by day. See that reporter that reported about my daughter? Yeah, he knows who he is. But that little girl's a strong child. She don't care. She's 9. This is gonna turn off in a second because it's dead. It's not, but then it gave these people, these negative patties, the leverage to say, you've neglected your daughter, go back to your daughter this, your daughter that. And I'm just like, oh, whatever. See me, I don't need to argue about something that I'm very firm on. It's died. I literally, like, I don't argue with people when I know, like, I don't need to argue about my daughter. Like, I know how my daughter is. I know where my daughter is. I know how she is. She's, like, I'm happy to tell, but I don't care enough to feel triggered by it. It's not even people with prison relationship. It's every person. Have you not realized people love to make comments about people's parenthood? Like people sit there. How do I cope with all the bad comments under? I actually don't look at. I don't even read them. I actually don't read them. I come across some, and I'm not even gonna lie, I delete some. I'm just like, but I don't even read them, and they don't even affect me. This is what I mean. Like, when you end up in a situation like mine, you're so used to people being so bad and cruel to you, you end up really building some thick skin. Very thick skin. And it doesn't affect you. In the beginning, I used to feel some type of way. And I always felt like I needed to answer back. But now I'm just like, okay. The best advice that I got given is, if people are not paying your bills, or they're not paying your life insurance, or they're not paying your life, what they say has no weight. And that's how I've always been. I couldn't care. You can say whatever your heart desires about me. I just sit there and be like, okay. Thank you so much, Amy. And that's the thing. I like to focus on the people that are supporting me, that are pushing me to be the best version of myself. Like, yeah. Like, those are the people that I appreciate. Because you don't have to do that. You choose to do that, you know? And, yeah. And those are the people that I appreciate. The people that choose to be supportive, choose to be open-hearted, choose to be loving. Those are the people that I like to put my time to, because you don't have to do that. Okay, I want to get this light going because it's really dark. Are you still in contact with the victim's family? No. Do you explain to her what's going on? I don't have to, because people decided to put it all over social media. And my daughter's got a phone. And somebody sent it to her. It's incredible. Thank you. Yes. The support that James... Do you know what? The support that James got, I'll never forget that last day, on the day of his execution, when I saw him, he just kind of like leaned back on the wall, and he was like, babe, I can't believe how many people are supporting me and loving me. I didn't realize I could be that loved. And that broke my heart, because he had given up on, like, you have to remember, James pretty much got thrown into a cage, and he was never allowed to speak. He was never allowed to, his voice got taken away. And I fought so hard for him to have a voice. Like, I fought so hard to make sure his voice was heard. Yeah. Thank you. I didn't realize he was going to tell the world on his statement that he was going to call me Queen Emmy, because that's always been between him and I. But he was so proud to be, he was so happy, and so like, that man wore his husband badge proudly. Yes. Like, guys, honestly, I've told this story many times. The way those interviews happened, that's why, like, when there was discussions about ever having a retrial, everybody knew that those videos were so not admissible in court that they wouldn't, if he was to have a retrial, the judge will tell them, you can't, like, those can't be used as evidence against him. Like, that, like, yeah. Like, honestly, when it came to discussions about ever having a retrial, everybody was aware, even prosecution was aware, that those videos would not be admissible to be used against him as evidence. Because it was such a big debate. Even in the original trial, those videos were such a big debate. And somehow that judge allowed it. There's no CCTV from that night. None. That night is all from hearsay. Like, so many people came in and just started saying it. Like, people were saying, oh, they spoke about this and they spoke about that. And I'm like, do you realize there's only 4 people in that scene that they know what they spoke about? None of us know whatever that they ever spoke about. Like, people were just making so many lies about conversations that they had when nobody knew. Texas don't have last meals anymore. They don't do that anymore. Other states do, but like Oklahoma, the guy that just got executed today, he had I think fried chicken or something like that. I saw his meal today. Oh, Texarkana. What side, do you mind me asking, what side of Texarkana? Arkansas or Texas? I like Texarkana. I spent quite a lot over there last year. Oh, the Texas side. I love how Texarkana, I don't know about people that know about Texarkana, but Texarkana is a little, I think it's a state. But it's like, you can literally cross over and you can either be in Arkansas or you can be on the Texas side. I find it so cool. Yeah, the Twin Cities. I love it. I used to get so excited to cross over. I am so childish. I used to be so excited to cross over. Like, literally, you can put one leg is in Texas and one leg is in Arkansas. That's how I know I need to grow up. Thank you. My nails need doing, but I don't want to get them done because these are the last nails I had with him. He used to pick the colors. And I'm like, I'm kind of, it's so weird when you're grieving. Like, you get attached to the most stupidest things. Like, even he gave me, when they declared his belongings, they gave me his toothpaste. And I was like holding onto it. And then I'm like, what am I holding onto this for? Like, it's not like, how do you cope with Albanians being so racist? Oh, if you're Albanian, you grew up with that. It's like wind. I just whooshed. My loved one is in TDCJ. I didn't expect to fall in love in the beginning. Yeah. Very true. But see, this is the thing, right? British Albanians and American Albanians are in two different dimensions. Like, I find American Albanians to be way more modernized and liberal, and kind of like, they just like, they're more easygoing than British Albanians. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. It's two different, like, they are very different. Yes, I love Texas. I just won't be going to Livingston, because that's where the prison is. America. What country are you from, Ikra, if you don't mind me asking? Do you know James and I spoke about this. If he was on the outside, the chances of me and James of meeting would have been very low. Very, very low. Ah. I wouldn't do individual cases I wouldn't focus on no individual cases. I am more focused on obviously advocating and being an activist for the death penalty and human rights, international human rights, but not individual cases. If I was to go finish the bar and focus on cases individual, I would be more focused on litigation, like trial, rather than appeals. I've always hated the appeal process. Appeal process is just draining. And I feel like I would do better. I would be so much more better with trial. No, there is no death penalty in the UK. They ended it in the 70s. Guys, one thing that people need to realize: America and the UK are two different mentalities, two different cultures, depending on what states. Like, it depends who you are as a person. I always say, if people want to move to the States or wherever they want to move to in the world, they need to go there on vacation first to realize if they like it enough to want to move. I wouldn't just suggest you get up and go. That's reckless to me. Coming from somebody that solo travels like a maniac, but yeah. No, so it's funny enough, only the EU countries don't have the death penalty, but many other places there. Thank you, Axel. Axel, am I saying the name right? Sorry, guys, I hate butchering people's names. So only the EU countries, only the European Union does not have the death penalty. The Middle East has the death penalty. Asia has the death penalty. The Latino Americas, they have the death penalty as well. Okay, thank you, Debbie. Thank you, sorry. I'm so bad with names. Oh, Tiana. Have you been able to keep up with the Gary way? I was Muslim, and then I converted to Christianity when I was 25. Have you kept up with the Gary Wayne Sutton case? I'll be honest with you, no, because this is the thing, right? The reason why is because I'm still sensitive. In a weird way, I've been keeping away from any death penalty, any execution. Because like even today, when Edward Busby's case was execution was going on, I felt so triggered. I don't know, I just felt so like obviously you have the death row angels and they're live, outside Huntsville, and just looking at Huntsville made me panic. I don't know why. So I'm really struggling right now to look at any other execution. Like, I know what executions that are going on. Thank you, Gabriella. I'm doing okay. Yeah, like, I really struggle with it. So right now I've kind of just, I'm here but I'm not here kind of thing. I see it but I'm not investigating it in a way, like researching it as like I would have before. If that makes sense. Thank you. What's the day today? Thursday. Yeah, I did read into his case yesterday, I believe, or the day before, because somebody told me about it. There are so many even this guy in Tennessee, he's innocent. There's so many innocent cases. Yes, they have. Yeah, I've got his ashes. They're just there. Just over there. No, Texas don't do conjugal visits, honey. Can you imagine Texas doing conjugal visits? The day that Texas allows conjugal visits, something crazy's happened. And we need to find out what. I'll be worried. I actually would be worried. I'd call the governor's office and say, are you okay? Like, are you okay? Not in a bad way, but like, if he allows that... Right? Tablets. Were you able to share a kiss with your husband? No, not until after you passed. Royalty? No, it was just me and his lawyer there. That's who he wanted. He just wanted me and his lawyer there. We already have the people that are doing things in the background regarding James's case. Then, you know, it's not even Texas is like, it's not even just the death penalty, it's the incarceration, the criminal law in general. Like, they just always... I understand the idea of making it tougher and tougher, but goodness me, the mass incarceration is wild. Like, these prisons hold up to 3,000 inmates. And obviously Texas is quite big, but yeah. Yes, Shannon. So his DNA wasn't on the weapon or neither the victim's body. It was only the cousin's DNA that was found on the thing. So, yeah. But here we are. Welcome to Texas. Am I coming back to church? Who is that? I don't know. Would church accept me back? What was... James Perry. Yes, I've heard about good old James Perry. That's another sad case. This is the thing, I don't know the cousin. I just have heard that he's really struggling with it mentally. So, gotta pray for him. I am having so many questions coming so fast. Sorry guys, I'm missing some. Why did the cousin who had a larger history get a less? Because they went after James, and then cousin got a deal. Yeah, I think I've watched the James Perry documentary. Yeah, royalty, you are right. Sorry guys, there's so much going on. Yeah. Sammy, it's like I said, it's a hit and miss. That's what I call it. But I just take it day by day, I'll be honest with you. See, I want to come back to church, but I'm worried. No, I've never read about Todd Willingham. I'm not in Texas, no. Still traveling. Because my face is everywhere. Yes. I always knew James did not do it. He always told me. He's always told me. Goodness me, you better hold my hand and take me to church then. I'm nervous. Yes, I will always continue with law. Did you ever doubt him? No, I didn't. Because I went based on the transcript. And when you get to know somebody, you know. Listen, let me keep it real, right? Let me keep it real is the fact that you know if somebody's a trigger finger. I promise you. And my husband wasn't one. Oh, I'm going to read into Todd Willingham. Sorry, guys. I am having so many comments. I'm trying to catch up. I don't know. Do I need to do more moderators just in case? I don't know how this works. Why am I nervous? What do you mean nervous about? Sorry. Do I feel some type of way about leaving? Yes. I hope you're okay moderating alone. I feel bad. I didn't really know his story before I met him. I kind of briefly knew it, but I didn't. I wanted to... Thank you for muting. I wanted... I'm nervous about going to church because I'm nervous about what people are going to say. And just... Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm just nervous about it. Sorry, I'm starting to feel like I'm losing track. But this is the thing, everybody knew about James. That's the craziest part, that everybody knew about James already. Thank you. No, I don't want to remarry. Jesus, I don't want to remarry. I'm good. I'm good. God has been good to me. I'm a strong girl. Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I have a way bigger and way better support system in the US than I do in the UK. Like, honestly, the way people have been taking care of me, the last 2 weeks is beyond measure. Like, I have never seen such a thing. Like, when I mean, like, I have not had to do a thing the last 2 weeks. Like, people have been taking care of me so much the last 2 weeks. Like, I'm not used to it. Like, I did not have to ask for help because the help was just given to you. Like, and I think that's the biggest worry for me when I go back home, because it's like, the people here, they are incredible. Like, Samantha, that's why you wanted to join the live with me. I see there's always a Samantha out here. Always a Samantha. No F's given. Tell me how I do not give an F. Tell me, honey, how I do not give an F. Tell me. Because apparently, this is how you know, right? You can't. This is why I don't take people serious, right? So many people is because, if I go on media crying like a maniac, or if I did cry on social media, it was all over the news. If I act normal, oh, you're like Erica Kirk and you don't give it, like, you can't make nobody happy. And that's okay. I'm not here to make anybody happy. I'm here to please the Lord. Yeah, you just don't know nobody's motive anymore. Like, people give me some serious trust issues, you know. And this is why, yes, I am against the death penalty. This is why I miss my husband. Because he was the one person that I could speak to about anything and everything. I just wish people were able to hear him. Yes, I heard there's revival next week. And it's one of my favorite pastors. This is another thing. Sorry, guys. I know that not many people are Christians, but what scripture has carried me? Psalms 23. Psalms 23. And do you know what's so crazy with that Psalms? Is that scripture was given to me at a conference in Tucson. Just literally months before I met James. And this pastor, I think he was from California, he came to me randomly and he said to me, God is telling me that you're going to need this scripture, but I don't know why. And I remember reading it and I was thinking, why am I going to need this? Like, I'm good. And Psalms 23 really kept me going through this season. And that's how I gained the name Queen Emmy, because of Queen Esther. Emmy and Mordecai. So Esther and Mordecai, James we read the book of Esther so much. And the first time James and I fasted together, we read the book of Esther. and we've never read the Book of Esther before. And that's how I gained that name, Queen Emmy, because he put Esther and Mordecai's name together and came up with Emmy. But yeah. Yes, I only went to the last one because you told me how good it is. Oh, I'll be honest with you, we do have some good revivals. Thank you for the prayers, guys. That's the best thing. I truly believe if you pray for somebody, that's the best gift you can give them. Praying for somebody is so special. I find that super special because you're literally talking to the Lord Almighty about somebody. Thank you, Monica. Thank you. One thing that brings me the biggest peace is that my husband died a saved man, if that makes sense. Am I saying it right? Okay. Have a good day. I have peace in knowing that my husband had given his life to Christ way before. He was so big on being obedient to God. He was so big on just Jesus. Like, he used to tell me, listen, sis, I love Jesus way more than I love you. Yes, he accepted Christ with all his heart. Like, listen, James would have rebuked you. Like righteously rebuked you. Like, God was everything to James. Like, I'll never forget, this is something personal, but I'll never forget when we were dating before we got married. He literally told me, listen, if you can't be obedient in Christ, we can't be together. And when I mean he was serious, like he was full-blown serious. There was one time he didn't speak to me for like 24 hours because he was so upset that I was half-hearted. Like I was what do you call it? I wasn't taking Christ serious at one point. And he said to me, I can't be with somebody I'm not equally yoked to. And I will never forget he was like, I can't speak to you. Oh yeah, he did. Christ was everything to that boy. I'm gonna get this light going because honestly, that's better. He was so calm. He was way calmer than me. I'm loud. I was very loud. I am very childish, and yeah, James was like, he was zen. James was a very zen person. I was the loud one. I've always been the loud one, unfortunately, guys. Oh, 100%. Yes. Yeah, I have his ring. Thank you. Oh, Tiana from Tiana. Thank you. Thank you, Sophie. Did he want you to move on once he passed away? Did y'all? Yeah. Oh no, he it's so funny because we both said like we wouldn't move on if one of us passed away. But even if he did, at one point he did try to tell me, oh, you can move on with your life and you're still young. And I'll be honest with you, I said it earlier, like I will always be looking for James and somebody, and that's not fair on anybody. So I'm comfortable just being married to him. I'm still married to him. I'm 31. That's good. I think it's super important, no matter what religion you are, that you do learn about the afterlife. Like, it's super important. James was 37. So he was 6 years older than me. Granddad. He was a granddad. I used to call him something else, but I know you people, some people are gonna run with this. I'm not gonna tell you. But yeah. I definitely called him granddad. I called him so many other stuff. Oh yeah. I called him so many different names. We used to cuss each other out all the time. This is one thing. See, nobody could have handled James and me, like, because we used to cuss each other out so crazy. Like, people used to look at us, like, are we okay? Like, do we even love each other? Because the way we used to cuss each other out, but we both had thick skin, so we knew it was coming from a place of love. It was just being stupid. No, his cousin will never reach out to us. Yeah. Like, James and I was so intense, I'm not even gonna lie. You couldn't... People used to think that him and I just... We used to be like... We used to bicker. Like, honestly, we was like an old couple. And there'll be times that I'm just like, oh, whatever. Like, he would just go on and on and on, telling me off. Thank you. He was like a granddad, honestly. Thank you. He was like a granddad. Everything was like, why did you do this? Or why did you do that? And I was just like, whatever. Thank you, Monica. Oh, he loved my British accent. Where are James's parents? Oh, yeah, he definitely knows he's married. Oh, trust me, he does. And I think that did play a big part as well for him, knowing that James was going down for something that he didn't do. And not only that, the fact that James had his own family. London. I couldn't do the hand casting. It was too frozen. His body was too frozen. What is it called? Rigor mortis, I don't know what that thing is. I wish his cousin spoke earlier too. We would be in a different situation. Like, genuinely would be in a different situation. No. Rigor mortis. Thank you, Sophie. No, James did not want his ashes to be separated. He found that so weird. Like, would you give them the arm, the leg, the nose? I don't know. It feels weird. I don't know who the cousin speaks to. I don't know nothing. I really don't. I I don't know. I see, this is the thing, like when people ask me, have you felt him around you? I don't know what it is to feel somebody around you. I don't know. I'm not into that. I don't know. What will you ever know why his cousin didn't come out earlier? He said it. It's in the YouTube video where his cousin speaks about it. He said that because he believed that James was never gonna get an execution date. Like it used to bother him over the years, like you need to speak up, but then he would see that James was not having an execution date, so he'd be like, oh, whatever, kind of thing. And then when he found out that James got an execution date, that's when things got serious for him. But people don't realize, like, the legal team have been speaking to him for 17 years in order to speak up, and he was just saying, no, I'm not speaking up. Yeah, like I think if anything with his ashes, I would bury them. Yeah. Did James forgive him? Yeah, James was such a forgiving person. Like James was a kind of person that didn't believe in grudges. He just more focused on himself and fighting for his life. James was never the kind of person that held grudges or was unforgiving. James was very forgiving. If he told you he forgave you, he forgave you. Yeah. Yeah, I still have his ashes. I'm always gonna have them. Yeah, I wish he had another chance in life. He spent half his life outside and then the other half inside. I wish he was super smart. He was into quantum physics. He was into sciences. He was into finance, architecture. This guy was in some crazy, like he was into some smart things. Yeah, I've got everything. Like, does anyone... I've got a question for everybody. Does anyone know anything about quantum physics? That's what I'm saying. This guy would give me quantum physics lessons every day. I still wouldn't understand anything. And then he would tell me, go on your boyfriend, ChatGPT, and ask him about this and that. And I'm like, to be honest, I'm only listening to you because you're my husband, because I would never ever listen to anybody about quantum physics. Least of my worries. Quantum physics. Do we even learn quantum physics in England? I don't think we do. I think that's an American subject. Sorry, I'm just dwelling on this thought. Yeah, like we don't learn quantum physics in the UK. Yes, he had a favorite book. It was Crushing Souls, I believe. I've got it. I have the book. I can't be bothered to open the suitcase, but I've got the book. Let me see if I can reach it. Oh, this was his favorite book. These are the books he had. So these are some of the books he had. This was his favorite books, Crushing Chaos. That was from Manny Arango. And this is actually a Christian book, I believe. Yes, it's a Christian book. And it was about scripture, about calming your storms, ordering your life, and find your peace. This was his biggest favorite book. And then, one thing about James, He was very big on feminism. He was the biggest supporter of feminism. Like, this man was, he was feminism was a big thing for him. So this is one book he gave me, A Graphic History of Women Fighting for Their Rights. Then obviously we have to have a death penalty book called Let the Lord Sort Them, The Rise and the Fall of the Death Penalty. And then my romantic boy, All About Love. Those are some of the books. The rest are in storage. So yeah. So these are the main books. All About Love was one. Amazon's Abolish an Activist, the feminism book. Very big feminist. Crushing Chaos. And Let the Lord Sort Them, the death penalty book. So these are the books I took with me. He had more books. There was more finance books, more books about other stuff. But these were the main books I took with me. The rest are in storage. And then he's got like 4 or 5 Bibles. Because the guy was a Bible connoisseur. Like, this guy studied the Bible every day. And then, since we're here, and then he left me this. He left me this. So, the guy had a big hand. Look at this. The guy had a very big hand compared to me. He left me that. Yeah, he left quite a lot of stuff with me. Hold on a second. Yes, I'm going to frame everything. And then he was a big fan of Rupi Kaur. I've heard of Rupi Kaur before, but he loved her, or he is... Does anyone know who Rupi Kaur? Yes, the poet. So he actually left a poem for my daughter, which was, love will come, and when love comes, love will hold you. Love will call your name, and you will melt. Sometimes, though, love will hurt you, but love will never mean to. Love will play no games, because love knows life has been hard enough already. So he loved Rupi Kaur. Like, he had, when he gave me his belongings, he had like loads of her poems. Because James was a poet. No, I'm not in Texas anymore. Yeah, I've got so many other stuff, but I can't bother to go through it. Yeah. Oh yes, I'll definitely come back. I will definitely come back. Hold on 2 seconds. Alright. Yeah, his stuff still smell like him. Oh, Tiana. Yes. No, after he passed, sorry. After he passed, I got all his belongings. I had to leave so much behind because there was too much. I already have like 3 big suitcases, and 2 of them have majority of his stuff in it. Sorry guys, 2 seconds. Yes, he had a lot of stuff. I don't know what if we would do. Gosh, time goes quite quick when you're on these lives. The 1 minute is like... I got all his clothes. Everything. He just gave me everything. Someone's so funny. They said, in Albanian, they said that I've never seen an Albanian that cries about a black man so much like you. Well. Well. Now you have. That's okay. Yeah, I've heard of Dali. Yeah, he was very scared to die. Yeah, people wrote to him. Loads of people wrote to him. People don't realize, people think that I'm the only person that has ever lived to write to James. Like, these death row inmates. Literally, even the last few minutes I had with him before he got sent to the execution in Huntsville, people were still writing to him. And it was so funny because we were just, like, I always knew what people would write to him. He would always tell me. And you have all these people, I love you, James, I love you. I'm like, Jesus, we love you too, honey. Have you heard of, yep, Richard Gossip is out. He is walking out. He has walked out. I was. Yeah, it's cute. My husband was a loving person. Like, he spoke to so many people. He was a voice of reason for many people. And the funniest thing is he would tell me, and I'm like, oh, James, please just write to them. Like, oh, wow. Your friend Adam is a lucky person to come out of death row. May God protect them. His poetry. Do you know what? It's funny because people say that would have made me... You said that would make me jealous, right? I think the only reason it never really affected me that way was because James and I was very, very transparent. So, like, if anyone wrote to him, he would read it to me. And then he would actually ask me, should I reply to them? Or he'll be like, or I'll be like, oh, reply to them then. And he's like, oh, I just don't feel comfortable. Like, I don't feel comfortable messaging another woman. The lethal injection is cruel. Like, animals, somebody, I will never forget, somebody messaged me saying, I can't catch up, Jesus. Somebody said to me that animals get put down more peacefully than the lethal injection. And that says a lot. Yeah, I do. I do have a good support system. By God's grace, I've been blessed. Hence why I'm not on here crying like a maniac. Because they hold me down and they keep me busy. Honey, you know there's wrongfully convicted people that get executed too. So because animals ain't criminals, they should be put down more peacefully than a human being. Thank you, Zara. I'll be honest with you, Zara. Like, he never gave me anything to stress about. I was just being crazy. No. Not back yet. Oh, yes. The attraction to his case is what made them give an early appeal. It's 1 o'clock in the morning where I am. I miss Emma. I miss having her on here. Oh, I'm actually very close with Robert Robertson's wife. She's incredible. I was actually staying with her when James' execution happened. Robert Robertson is truly innocent. Like, I've seen his case. Oh, 100%, Zara. 100%. Like, I'm so fulfilled. I'm blessed. I can't, like... That's why I say if I was to move on, I feel like it would be so unfair on the person because they will always know that I'm looking for James in them. I'm going to stay on for another 20 minutes and I'm going to lay my head down because I've got a busy day tomorrow. I really need to get my eyebrows done, but I can't. Ugh. It's hard not getting calls, but I'm so grateful I don't have to hear Securus. Like, that woman was the bane of my life. She felt like the mistress. You have 1 minute remaining. Thank you for calling Securus. All calls are... What would they say? All calls are recorded and subject to monitoring. Please press 1 if you would like to accept this call. No third parties allowed. Oh. I'm going to stay on until past, then I'm out. Yeah, she was our mistress, Securus. Miss Securus. And the thing is, it's so funny because you know when somebody's actually monitoring because they will press no third parties allowed. And they will do it if you have an argument. If you have an argument and they're monitoring, they will press no third parties allowed if you're raising your voice at each other. It's so funny. Yeah, they do that. Oh, yeah, this call is now being terminated. What was the other one? This call is having technical difficulties and is ending this and is being terminated. Please call back later. That would make me panic. That would, when I used to hear that, that would make me panic. Do you know what was the worst part? The panic part of, would they ever just ban it? Like, because you just never knew. Like, you could say the wrong thing and not realize you said it, and then they will ban it. Did she ever say extra digit violation and then hang up? No, actually, no. I've never heard that one. Extra digits violation, no. No, luckily, by God's grace, we never got banned. His, press 11111, and then I'll just hang up. I'm like, I can't deal with this. So you can't say Cash App, you can't say certain words related to finances, and then you can't, so they have to monitor to ensure that you're not planning an escape, you're not planning to hurt anybody, you're not causing any national security issues, and you're not doing anything illegal. Thank you. So this is the thing, right? They are all recorded but subject to monitoring. So it means like anybody can jump in at all the time. There's not enough people to listen to millions of people on the calls, because this is the whole of Texas on call at the same time. Yeah, you can't say Cash App, you can't say Zelle, you can't say something, it's one of those, Zelle, Cash App, all those kind of different ones. You're not allowed to say them, because then they will flag up. And sometimes they won't even, it will flag up because obviously they have keywords that it flags it up, and then somebody would want to monitor it. That's what I don't miss them. Yeah. I don't miss her. You have 1 minute remaining. Thank you for using Securus. The caller has hung up. Do you know what I used to have a problem with? You know, with death row inmates, their phones are from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. in Texas, right? And at 8 a.m., all you hear is the caller has hung up. And in the beginning, I used to think that he's hanging up on me. And I came to learn that. Has anyone escaped before? Have you not heard about the Texas 7 who escaped death row? And that's why, so the Texas 7, they escaped death row, and that's why they made it into glass, and they have to be always handcuffed. This was years back. Yeah, they got caught. Some of them have been executed. Oh yeah, they're very big in terms of like explicit stuff, and yeah, they're very big on that. Oh yeah, and that one that you're talking about, he got executed in January. Chuck, he was the one that escaped as well. Oh, I can't bother to fix these suitcases. Yeah, so they have to be handcuffed from the minute they come out of their cells. They always have to be handcuffed, even to the shower. Because obviously it took in Texas, it takes one person to change everybody's life. Have you not realized that? Yes, I have started my therapy sessions. It's okay. Guys, we've got less than 15 minutes and I'm out. The YouTube is called Justice for James Broadnax. I think there are some still alive from the Texas 7. I think there is, because there was a big issue about it recently. When did you know you were falling for James? When you started contacting him, as that was not the aim. I think it was like 3 months later. I remember thinking, am I actually falling for this person? Like, I really had to think into it. And even when he asked me to be his girlfriend, I took a couple days before I answered. It's interesting because we would just have normal conversations, and then I can't remember what he said. He made a comment, and I asked him to clarify the comment, and then he laughed and was like, well, you know what I'm trying to say. And then we both acknowledged that we have started to develop feelings, but then we both very much quickly said to each other we don't want to rush into anything, and that we should just take our time. And about a month later, he was like, oh, I can't do this anymore, and I want to make this more serious. Altogether, I knew James. It's coming to over 2 years now. James did. James said, I love you first. It was so funny because he couldn't get through to me. I don't know why he couldn't get through to me. So he called his mum to write me a message to tell me that he loved me so much. What do you miss about him? Everything. Everything. I miss his sense of humor. That guy could get me excited. Like, we could be laughing for days. We could be laughing for days. That's what we did. His sense of humor. Both our sense of humor. Like, him and I had the funniest sense of humor ever. Thank you. I'm Kosovan. Yeah. That's what I miss about James, his sense of humor. I would say, you are a beautiful woman. Why put yourself in that headache? Do you know what? My husband... Good night, Lillian. I'll be honest with you. My husband never gave me a headache. He never gave me a headache. He actually gave me joy and peace. Thank you. That's the craziest thing. My husband gave me more peace than these mongrels outside. Yes, Kim Kardashian was aware about our case. Ah. He's having a memorial. No funeral. The wedding only happened 2 weeks before because Texas Department of Criminal Justice was making it hard for us. We were supposed to get married last year. And they kept delaying it, and they kept delaying it, and they kept delaying it, and they kept delaying it. And then eventually they realized that we need to let them get married. That's what people keep... That a lot of people don't know this, but we were supposed to get married last year, December. I love it when people say, oh, why would you put yourself in through stress? Yes, so being his wife, I have every right. Julie was amazing for us. We got married. Oh, really? Julie is incredible. And I'm not even gonna lie, even price-wise, that woman's got the best price. Because some people take the piss. Like, honestly, yeah. But Julie, oh, I'm so happy you guys were able to do it with Julie. Yeah, Polensky, and I remember speaking to the warden about it because I went to see the warden. I was like, hello, like, we've been fighting. And he was like, oh, getting married in Polensky unit is like pulling teeth. And I said, pulling teeth is easier. So yeah, so when people sit there and say, you only knew him for 2 weeks, you married him for 2 weeks. Yana, what do you expect me to do, honey? Do you want me to be on live, screaming, crying, breaking down like I did just before I came on this live? I know, like, thank God for Huda Beauty and for House of Labs concealer. Thank God that hides the under eyes. Like, people love theatrics. That's one thing. Like, that's one thing I realized about people. They love dramatic theatrics. Like, I still wear my ring. I will always wear this ring. Yeah, like, people want to see the dramatics. They want to see the scream. Like, I think people saw enough of that of me on the day of execution. I think that's more than enough. I think I gave you guys more than enough unnecessarily. Like, I wish nobody ever saw me in that state. And I'm so glad nobody saw me. Nobody had recordings of me when I was in there. Like, what annoyed me was like, oh, she said she screamed I love you and she banged on the window. Like, you're not allowed to bang on the window. You're not. Like, you're not allowed to bang on the window. You will get arrested. Like, last year, 2 people got arrested for banging on the window. How am I coping with the trauma of it? I have my moments. I have my moments. Like, people don't realize I have my moments. If I'm going to be very honest, I get flashbacks. Like, I went to watch a Broadway show called why did my mind just go blank? But I went to watch a Broadway show that has to do with an exoneration about a death row inmate who was exonerated. He was wrongfully convicted and he fell in love with a lady, and the Fear of 13, and about Nikki Yaris. If you guys research Nikki Yaris, that is wild. And he's an incredible person. Nikki Yaris is an incredible person. I went to see the show and I was just crying. Like, no, he didn't have no children. I have my moments. Like, I get flashbacks. I will go to sleep and wake up, like, jump out of bed because I feel like I'm still in the execution room. I always see images of my husband in the gurney. There are days where it hits me that he's not coming back. I had a panic attack in the plane. Like, yeah. Like, I'm not here to ask for sympathy or like I'm not, but don't let this makeup fool you, because honestly, if I take off this concealer, you will see those halo. A gurney is like a bed where they strap you in to execute you. Yeah. Thank you, my darling. Thank you. Thank you, Dream. Yeah. Like, I did a video of me crying and it went all over the news. Like, yeah, he was already strapped in. I have heard of EMDR therapy and I've heard it's really good. Thank you, Susie. I want to advocate. I am going to advocate for people on death row, but not individual cases. I'm going to do it collectively. Thank you so much. Thank you, Falimindere. Thank you. So, yeah. Thank you. I'm gonna have to do a live in Albanian soon because I can see that there's a lot of people. And then you're all gonna laugh at me because I'm gonna butcher the language. And then every dialect is gonna try and correct you because I will say words that are not of every dialect. So, yeah. I love it when Times Square is silent because it's been so loud. Thank you, Falimindere. Thank you. Yes, I am going to let you know. I think I'll do it tomorrow, actually. I'll do an Albanian live tomorrow. I'm sorry, guys, to the people that won't understand. Yes. I am in the NYC. In the good NYC. No, I don't speak to them. Yeah, but guys, I'm not gonna lie, to the Albanian Kosovan community, be nice to me. Because one, my Albanian is not the best. And two, you guys can be rough. Like, rough. Yes, yeah. I got to keep all his belongings. I got to keep all his clothes, his sneakers, everything. Oh, yeah, for sure. I know you'll be there. I know you'll be there. I need you to be there to moderate. Because goodness me. Thank you, Chandresa. Thank you. I love that name. You know that, right? That name, Chandresa, is incredible. I want to see. Yeah. I'm doing okay. I get awkward when I speak about mine and James's family. Goodness me, I don't know. Every time I change states, I get these weird spots. I don't know why. No, it's okay. Don't be sorry. Yeah, I think it might be the water. Water. That's another thing. That's another gift I gained being in the States. Is I am able to do the American Texan accent. Yes, ma'am. Yes, motor. No, I'm not in Texas anymore. I miss my Texas. Yes, ma'am. Nope. Still traveling. What? I was definitely stressed, I can tell you that. Guys, I fell down the stairs the other day. I banged my spine. I fell down the stairs. I literally went, like, poof, fell down the stairs. Smacked my spine. I've been living on lidocaine patches. I love the food in Texas. Yeah. Never mind. I don't like Whataburger. I don't know why. Do you know what? Guys, do you know what my favorite food is? And you guys are going to be like, what the heck? Crawfish. A crawfish boil. Give me a crawfish boil. Thank you. You said what exactly I was going to say. Oh my God. This is why you're my moderator. You said the exact words. She said exactly what I was going to say. I love crawfish. Like, people are like, hold on a minute. What is there to eat out of crawfish? No, honey. You need to know how to eat crawfish. Like, if you don't know how to eat crawfish, you're missing out. Because you're missing out everything that's in it. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to lie. TikTok taught me how to eat crawfish. I love my spicy crawfish, boiled potatoes, and corn on the cob on the side. And some shrimp. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I am Albanian. I'm Kosovan. Crawfish, a seafood boil on crawfish boils in Texas. Sir, you missing out. And I was able to come at the crawfish season. And HEB, guys, whoever is in Texas, you guys need to go to HEB, but you need to go early because there will be the fresh batch of crawfish. And I'm not the egg. I love the sausage, but not the egg. HEB crawfish, and it's not expensive either, because some people be stealing money to sell you crawfish. Crawfish are delicious. Yeah. Crawfish is my favorite thing. I love a good barbecue, grilled chicken, Texan style. I feel like Texas has Buc-ee's. I went to Buc-ee's the other day and I got what did I get? I got a wrap, a taco. That's why I got tacos, actually. To Buc-ee's, loved it. Please tell me why Dallas has the biggest Buc-ee's. Like, you guys know what I'm talking about. Buc-ee's in Rockwall. And that gas station goes on for miles. But their Buc-ee's is the biggest Buc-ee's I've ever seen in my life. And I had a blast in there. Trader Joe's, been into it a couple times. But crawfish, oof. Where in Texas do you go? That plays a big... Guys, my Texans, please vouch for me. Where in Texas? It depends where in Texas you go. Oh, yeah, the candy cashews. I had them. Yes. I love Whole Foods. I love Trader Joe's. I went to Costco the other day, actually. Had the best blast in my life. O Tony Nona Yote both binich. Fort Worth is nice. Oh, Dallas. Nashville. Austin. I haven't been to Austin. I love me some Houston. But Dallas got my heart. San Antonio. I haven't been to San Antonio. I've been to Dallas, Houston, Texarkana, Texas side, Mesquite. Guys, do you know I've been to Atlanta, Texas, and Buffalo, Texas, and Palestine, Texas, and I've been to Corpus Christi. Do you know where I want to go? I've been to Galveston, our lovely southern beach. That crazy beach. I love the southern Galveston beach. I'm so glad. Do you know where I want to go? I want to go El Paso. I haven't been to El Paso. I haven't been to San Antonio, and I haven't been to Austin. I've been to Fort Worth. I've been coming to Texas for years now. Houston, 100%. I have tried many churches in America. They're incredible. Oh, wow. I've been to Tyler. I have been to Tyler. Guys, when I tell you, I have driven everywhere in Texas. No, she's not with me this time. But she's coming. We're going back soon. Together. Yeah, Texas has my heart. I'm a southern babe. I'm not even gonna lie. It depends what churches you go to in America, because every church, you've got the Baptist church, you've got the Presbyterian church, you've got the Pentecostal churches, you've got the normal mega churches, you've got the non-denominational churches. If you're in New York, you go to Times Square Church. They're incredible church. I have been to Orlando, I've been to Santa Monica, I've been to Venice Beach. I have been to Corpus. Have I been to Corpus? I have been to Corpus. Have I been to Corpus? I feel like I have. I said I did, haven't I? Do you know what? Texans, tell me this, right? If you compare Texas to New York is stupid price. Texas is cheap. I feel like I haven't been to the beach in Corpus. I haven't been to the beach in Corpus. I've heard it's really nice. I feel like Texas is much more cheaper. But it depends where you go shop. But I find that Texas is much more cheaper. The gas prices in Texas are crazy now. I'm not even going to start on the gas prices because that broke my heart. I went from $2.20. Thank you. I went from $2.20 gas to $3, nearly $4 in a space of a couple weeks. That broke my heart. I was just like, take it. Thank you. I was like, guys, take the rental car back. I don't want it. Thank you so much. The Americans know what I'm talking about. We went from $2.20 to $4 in gas price. That was... please tell me why I was driving from corner to corner to find the cheapest gas station. Because I couldn't believe I went from $2.20 to nearly $4. That was wild. And I'm glad that diesel is not a big thing in America. I feel like that's more for trucks and big cars. Big trucks. But boy, I'm not even American, and my heart was breaking when that gas price went up. See, that's interesting because Dallas has more expensive gas than Houston at the moment. I can't believe I'm sitting here complaining about gas prices in Texas. No, honestly, that broke my heart. That broke my heart. How can we go from $2.20 to like $4? Like, that's double. I was literally, yeah, Galveston beaches are not nice. And you'll get attacked by seagulls. That place is full of seagulls. Yeah, no, honestly. Like, I would rent out a Nissan Sentra because they're just so durable cars. Like, it's not a lavish car, but it's a durable car. And with $20, I would be able to fill up a full tank. Please tell me why I was struggling to fill up a full tank by March. And this, I'm not sure what you guys Americans think of a Nissan Sentra, but that thing is a good little go-kart. It's a big car, but it's incredible. And I'm not even gonna lie, I thought I was a driver until I started driving in America, in Houston and Dallas. That place taught me very quickly that I needed to learn how to drive, because Jesus, guys, my Dallas people, you guys know how many lanes you have in one highway. We're talking about seven lanes at this point. Them lanes were big and too many. If you had to make a turn on your left and you were on the far right lane, yeah, you need to pass that lane and try and make it to the next lane. And then you're going to have to go do a whole U-turn. It's crazy. I learned how to drive in Texas. Yeah, Dallas, and then everybody just drives manic. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, the fact that it's 70 miles per hour minimum. But I'm not gonna lie, I became a fantastic driver. I can very quickly. See, this is the thing, right? I got so spoiled with the big lanes, with just no cap. I shouldn't be saying this, but like, you just drive in Texas, right? And then I would go to the UK, and you have flipping cameras at every corner of the living, breathing place. And not only that, 20 miles per hour in a residential area, 60 on the motorway. I couldn't do it. I struggled to drive in England. I discovered Christ 2 years ago. Yeah, guys, I struggle to drive in England. I struggle. Do you know what's so funny? Guys, I received a fine because I forgot to pay congestion charge. And I didn't even realize I was on congestion charge. And I didn't forget it, because if I knew, I would have paid it. I didn't realize I was on congestion charge because, dummy, there's no congestion charge in the US. And not only was I get a fine from the rental company that I used the car with. And it was just a whole mess. I used to be Muslim. Oh, wow. That's incredible. Hi, sis in Christ. No, congestion charge is when you go into central London, you have to pay for entering into central London. And if you don't pay, it's like, I don't even know how much it is. Guys, how much is congestion charge? As I know, I refuse to drive in London. Yeah, see, they can keep that £18. I will happily just TFL is my best friend if I want to go to central London. I don't like driving. Driving in central London is like driving in Times Square. It's disgusting. That's one place I will never drive. New York. They can keep. There'll be no way I would drive in New York. I'm doing okay. Yeah, I've tried Waffle House. I spent too much time eating at Waffle House at one point. I am your typical tourist. I will go every corner of this earth and try everything. I have been to so many places in the US. I've been to New York, South Carolina, Chicago, LA, Palm Springs, Arizona, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, Texarkana. I feel like I'm missing a few more. Oxygen. I've been there too. That's why I love solo traveling. I've taken the Amtrak from state to state. I've driven from state to state. Oh guys, I took the Greyhound. See me, I am too savage sometimes. I'm too reckless. I wanted to take the Greyhound, so I took the Greyhound. It was a very interesting experience. James's favorite food was enchiladas. Yeah. I keep saying this. I think I'm just taking it day by day. Guys, can somebody explain the Greyhound, please? I don't want to. The good old Greyhound. It's a bus. It's like a coach. In England, we would call it a coach, and it takes you to one place to the other. But it is the Greyhound has its own reputation. It has a nice reputation. I remember I went on the Greyhound and James was going crazy. Why would you get on the Greyhound? And I was like, I don't know. Kind of like a plane. I love you guys for saying that. Yeah, it's known for not being safe. The Greyhound is an interesting bus to get on. And the raggedy chairs. Oh, yeah. Do you know what? That's a lot. You know, the Greyhounds got expensive, you know. From Dallas to Houston, it was like a minimum $50 for that 3-hour journey. And the funniest thing about a Greyhound is you will pay for your seat extra money and still not be able to sit on that seat. And you... Never mind, I'm not going to say it. That's true. That is true. Because it will cost you more to go to Dallas and back from Houston with gas. And I'm not even going to lie. Them chargers, those charging slots, they charge fast. Because some buses you get onto, it's going to take you 3 days to charge your phone. But the Greyhound's got some good electricity in it. And just don't sit right at the back. Because that toilet stinks. Dallas to Houston, it depends where in Dallas, but I feel like downtown Dallas from Houston's about 3.5 hours. Without traffic. I drove that route so much that I stopped using Google Maps. I can tell you the route up that north. I'm in a hotel now. Yeah. Texas is massive. Texas is like, I feel like I think Texas was like five of England, 5 times of England. Texas is crazy. And every part of Texas you go to, it's a different culture. I love Texas. I'll be honest with you, Texas is my favorite state. Texas is my favorite state. I'm gonna go take my daughter, and as soon as she finishes school, we're out. We're traveling again. Yeah, 2 hours is definitely not a road trip in America. 2 hours is a basic trip. Do you know what I find so crazy? Yeah, it will say 8-minute drive, but 1.5 hour walk. Make that make sense? And then on the maps it will look so close, but then it's so far. And this is the thing, when I'm back in London, I struggle with it because, like, people from Texas know everything is so open space, like in Dallas especially. Even in Houston, everything is so open space that now when I go back to London, I struggle because everything's so compact and it's so city-like. Yeah, I struggle with that a lot. She's still in primary. Yeah, like... That's what I miss about Texas is that everything is so much more bigger. The houses are more spacious. Like, it's so crazy. This lady, she had this 2-bedroom, 2-bath house, right? And for us British people, that's massive. And she was saying it's still too small. And I'm like the ceilings, they had high ceilings. And they were saying it's still too small. I was like, honey, if you guys call that small, you should come to London. You will know what small. You will call that miniature. Thank you, Jolene. Northeast England, whereabouts? Huntsville is in Huntsville. So Huntsville is its own, like, place. It's about 1.5 hours away from Houston. Yeah, I'm definitely a country girl. I don't like the city. I don't find joy in the city. That's what I love, is the land. Like, I think I really enjoy the idea of having, like, where I was staying, there was land. There was like 2 acres of land, and they had a pool house, and it was beautiful. A pool. It was just, I'm like, how the heck am I leaving that for Brick City? Like, it's just crazy. Like, being in New York, it's annoying.